Imagine standing on the surface of Mars. The sky is a dusty red, the air is thin, and the landscape stretches endlessly in shades of orange and brown. This is a world that has fascinated scientists, explorers, and dreamers for generations. But can humans really live on Mars? Could we one day call it our second home? Today, we'll take a deep dive into the possibilities, the challenges, and the cutting-edge technology that could make life on Mars a reality. Mars is often called Earth's sister planet. It's the fourth planet from the Sun and the second smallest in the solar system. But unlike Earth, Mars is cold, dry, and has an atmosphere that is almost entirely carbon dioxide. The air pressure is so low that liquid water cannot exist on the surface for long. So how could we possibly survive here? To understand the possibilities, we first need to look at what we need to survive as humans. We require oxygen to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and shelter from extreme temperatures and radiation. On Earth, these things are available naturally. On Mars, they are not. This means that if we want to live on Mars, we have to bring everything with us or find a way to produce it there. Let's start with the biggest challenge, oxygen. Mars's atmosphere is only about 1% as dense as Earth's and is composed of 95% carbon dioxide. This means humans would not be able to breathe naturally on Mars. However, NASA has already taken the first steps to solving this problem. The Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, or MOXIE, is a small device on the Perseverance rover that has successfully converted carbon dioxide into oxygen. This is a huge breakthrough because if we can scale up this technology, future astronauts could produce their own breathable air directly from Mars's atmosphere. Water is another crucial necessity. While Mars appears dry and dusty, there is actually water ice beneath the surface and at the polar ice caps. Scientists believe that by heating up this ice, we could extract liquid water for drinking, agriculture, and even fuel production. There is also evidence that salty liquid water may exist in some areas, but this water would need to be filtered and purified before humans could safely use it. Now let's talk about food. Since Mars has no natural plant life, we would have to grow our own food in controlled environments. Scientists have already conducted experiments to see if plants could grow in Martian soil. While the soil does contain essential minerals, it also has chemicals called perchlorates that can be toxic to humans. This means the soil would need to be treated before it could be used for farming. Astronauts would also need greenhouses with controlled light, temperature, and humidity to grow crops successfully. Shelter is one of the most immediate concerns for living on Mars. The planet experiences extreme temperature variations, with daytime highs reaching around 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, but nighttime temperatures dropping to minus 73 degrees Celsius, minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. In addition, Mars has no protective magnetic field like Earth, meaning that deadly cosmic radiation constantly bombards the surface. To survive, humans would need to live in pressurized habitats that protect them from the harsh environment. Scientists are exploring different ways to build shelters on Mars. One option is to use materials from Earth to construct dome-like habitats. Another possibility is to use Martian resources, such as the planet's soil, to create bricks or 3D printed structures. Some researchers have even proposed living underground in lava tubes, which would offer natural protection from radiation and extreme temperatures. Another challenge is energy. On Earth, we rely on fossil fuels, hydroelectric power, wind, and solar energy. On Mars, solar power would be the most reliable option. However, Mars is farther from the Sun than Earth, meaning that solar panels would not generate as much energy. Dust storms, which can last for weeks or even months, could also block sunlight and reduce power efficiency. Scientists are considering nuclear energy as an alternative power source to ensure a steady supply of energy for future Mars colonies. One of the biggest questions is how humans would get to Mars and back. Currently, a one-way trip to Mars using current rocket technology would take about 6 to 9 months. This is a long journey, and astronauts would need enough food, water, and fuel for the trip. SpaceX and NASA are working on developing new spacecraft capable of carrying humans safely to Mars. The SpaceX Starship, for example, is designed to transport large numbers of people and cargo. Once humans arrive on Mars, the next challenge is survival and long-term sustainability. Life on Mars would not be easy. It would require careful planning, teamwork, and problem-solving. Every resource would need to be recycled and managed efficiently. Astronauts would have to rely on each other and advanced technology to maintain their habitat, grow food, and conduct scientific research. But why go to Mars in the first place? Some scientists believe that colonizing Mars is essential for the survival of humanity. If something were to happen to Earth, such as a catastrophic asteroid impact or an environmental disaster, having a second home on Mars could ensure the continuation of our species. Others see Mars as a place for scientific discovery. By studying Mars, we can learn more about the history of our solar system, the possibility of past life, and even prepare for future space exploration beyond our solar system. Of course, living on Mars also presents ethical and philosophical questions. Should we try to terraform Mars, changing its environment to make it more Earth-like? If we discover microbial life on Mars, would it be ethical to alter the planet's conditions? These are questions that scientists, ethicists, and governments will need to consider as we move closer to a future where humans may one day walk on the red planet. While we are not ready to move to Mars today, every mission brings us one step closer. The advancements in technology, the discoveries of water, and the experiments in growing food all bring us closer to making a human presence on Mars possible. It may take decades or even centuries, but if history has shown us anything, it's that humans are capable of incredible things when we dare to explore the unknown. So, can we really live on Mars? The answer is not yet, but maybe one day. And when that day comes, it will be because of the relentless curiosity, innovation, and determination of those who dare to dream beyond our home planet. Until then, Mars remains a frontier waiting to be explored, a destination full of mystery, and perhaps one day, a place we can call home.